the consumer is slowing down because of you look at India's household net financial savings rate, it is quite low. The leverage is quite high. And so I think one needs to, and the multiples are still quite rich. So I would be, while there is definitely room for longer term growth in this space, and one would want to participate, but I think near term one should be a little cautious because the multiples are quite demanding.
What you see as high food inflation is actually, I think, perhaps because of demand factors as well. Now, this number, this 2 lakh crores, is not enough to sort of, in a 330 trillion economy. If you are giving an additional 2 trillion, that too has been building up over 4 years. That's not strong enough for it to offset some of the other factors which are visible in the FMCG space. So we have in the past discussed that this is an investment-driven recovery, and therefore consumption as a whole will grow slower than real GDP.
The slightly more well-heeled households are not so much impacted by inflation because they also have a massive wealth effect by their holdings in gold and real estate and the stock market, right? And therefore, I think premium consumption in general, or anything that is premiumizing, is doing better. Whether it is real estate, whether it is liquor, whether it is, premium SUVs, they are doing better than entry-level cars. My sense is that in the long run, premium real estate will do phenomenally well because Indians are getting wealthy. And the stock market has made so many promoters and founders wealthy. And people do like real assets, whether we like it or not.
Absolutely.
When they make a lot of money in the stock market, they want to take some money out and buy a couple of houses or flats and park their money there.
Absolutely.
So I think real estate is by far, in my view, one of the best ways to play premium consumption.
Over the next 2, 3, 4 quarters would be the right time to look at it because all the disappointment is getting factored in. And if you take a 3-5 year view, one has to see that actually the stars are starting to align, that all this consumption hockey stick growth that we've been waiting for might finally come through. If you see NDA 2 government in its first 5 years focused on only creating a safety net and getting the systems in place. Second 5 years they focused on trying to revive the cycle with corporate profitability. And this one I believe should ideally lead to some amount of focus. In the budget also we have seen that they are trying to revive the real estate cycle and jobs growth. So jobs growth, wages growth, if they come through and the real estate cycle revives, that should lead to consumption boom as well eventually. But consumption is a lagging indicator.